I always tried to be the strongest person at every funeral. This one is a tough one for me. And I didn't really notice how deep this one really went until I was really willing to push myself, really, and push past a lot of the sadness and push past a lot of the fear and a lot of the things that probably kept me from really examining this until pretty recently. I noticed that when it came to certain things, I couldn't get past like the surface level emotion of what I was experiencing. And a lot of that had to do with like the sadness piece or allowing sadness or those harder emotions to just like sit and be. I've always been kind of called a fixer by Shauna. She has always made this comment like, hey, I don't need to be fixed, or you can't fix the situation. I just need you to listen or give me the space to be able to kind of work through it. And from a young age, I was doing the exact opposite. I grew up playing hockey, and it was always such a point of pride to be tough and to be strong, and especially in an era and a time when that was really, really valued, to be tough and strong. And it was how I think I connected also with my father in a way, through sports and through support, and really anybody around me, coaches, friends, just this idea of toughness was wrapped in everything I did. And it was always this idea of get up. If you're hurt, just get up and still be of use or still be of service to your team, even if you're hurt. And turns out I got hurt, and then I got hurt worse because I tried to get up, but I still got up. And this one, it's weird because I kind of followed it all the way back before these moments of this get up mentality or this push through the pain or fight through it idea. And I actually found that the memory that really came up for me is when my grandmother passed away. I was really young, and to be honest with you, I don't know the exact age. I think it was one of those just like buried down moments of I don't need to know that age anymore because it was just painful. But I don't think I experienced it as painful or experience it now as painful. The piece that I saw was painful was seeing my hero at the time, my dad, struggle with the fact that he just lost his mother. And I remember hearing him.
It's okay. Keep going.
I remember hugging him and seeing a grown man cry for the first time. I didn't really understand it. I remember everyone around us at the time, hugging and saying it's okay and really offering condolences and really good support. But like I was a child, I was just seeing adults crying. And I heard somebody say, be strong. Be strong for your family, be strong for your dad and for your mom. And so I did. And I did. And I kept being strong. And unfortunately, as I was growing up, I was losing friends at a rate that probably anybody shouldn't. They shouldn't experience it that way. As I was going through high school, there was just a lot of suicides. It was kind of just going through our town, and that's how they talked about it. It was a thing that we were tackling with, and the town next to us was tackling with car accidents and losing kids to car accidents, and another town was drug overdoses, and it was just trauma. And this idea of being strong for your friends and for the family and for your community, man, was I good at it. Just because I buried it. I buried everything down. I buried down sadness. I didn't exactly know how to cry or when to cry or how to slowly let emotions out or even put words to what I was feeling so I didn't go home and absolutely lose it. And I kind of found it now to be this idea of being strong. And strong for me is staring at these cameras and being willing to cry. Because if I would have known that, or just known that it was okay, it might be a little different.
Great share. I know that was a tough one for you. So let's walk through the process together. So step one, what was that?
What was that? Not understanding why I couldn't feel too much past the surface level. I would notice emotions, but I was never feeling them. And, it's been a long time since I've been able to feel them. They've been kind of like dulled emotions out of necessity, unfortunately.
So step three, where did that come from?
For me, this one came from a belief that people around me, people around my world, needed me to be strong for them more than I needed to be vulnerable for me.
So that takes us to 3B. Is it mine?
So like most of them, all of them really, the trend, not the trend, but the idea is to claim it and own it and know that it's yours and know that you have kind of control over what's going on. So yes, it's mine, but I want to take 50% of it this time. I don't want to take all of it, because it was kind of all learned things from my environment as well. They're mine. It was how I processed through them. But all of these events led up to this. And if I don't choose that anymore, if I don't choose just to be strong in the idea of burying things down so people can go about their emotion, I don't want to have that anymore. I want to be strong in a way that I can be vulnerable enough to work through my emotion while someone else is working through theirs. So 50% yes, 50% no.
Great. So how about a application and a course correction?
Oh, man. My application and course correction for this one is to just take the time when I do notice emotions coming up and just letting them be. I don't need to move them anywhere. I don't need to put them in a box and stack them. I don't need to compartmentalize them yet. I can feel them and I can give them time to be what they are, and I can try to understand them a little bit more. So just allowing space to allow myself to feel what they really are.
I'm trying to think of a challenge for today. Do you have anything that you think?
Start a YouTube channel and cry on camera.
That'll do it.
No, but an honest challenge. We can stick with the journal stuff, and if you have any times when you felt like you were strong for your community, you were strong for your family, you were strong for your loved ones, or you were strong for just yourself, when maybe you didn't want to be. Maybe you wanted to be held. Maybe you wanted to cry. Write about that moment if you can. Hey y'all, thanks for watching, and as always, like, comment, share, and we drop new material every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
If you're interested in our current projects or any of our future projects, please support our work at www.patreon.com/usfirstthat.